New York City in 1891 was filled with smoke, iron, and greed. The Industrial Revolution was making the city larger, but morality was shrinking. Beneath the shadows of rising buildings, an empire of crime was growing, bribery, murder, and dark deals of power. In this very city, one morning, a body was discovered. Behind a construction site on Manhattan's Lower East Side lay Edward Hale, an official from the city planning department, soaked in blood. A knife was embedded in his chest, and in his pocket was a paper bearing the seal of New York City. The case was assigned to Detective Samuel O'Connor, nearly 40 years old and a former Civil War soldier. He knew that searching for truth in this city was like digging his own grave. Edward Hale was known as an honest man, but honest men made the most enemies. The autopsy revealed that on the night before his death, Hale had been involved in a heated argument, and black ink was found under his fingernails, suggesting he had torn up important documents. As O'Connor investigated further, he learned that Hale had been working on a secret report detailing how major contractors were looting government funds through fake construction projects. Behind this corruption stood politicians, police officers, and even judges. If the report were made public, it would shake all of New York, but the document had vanished. One evening, a woman came to O'Connor, Clara Hale, Edward's wife. Fear filled her eyes, but her voice was steady. She said her husband had warned her that if the report ever surfaced, they would kill him. Clara revealed that on the night of his death, Edward had gone to meet a powerful city councilman named Henry Blackwood. Blackwood was one of the most influential men in New York, and accusing him meant the end of a career. When O'Connor tried to question him, his superiors warned, "If you go down this road, you'll be alone." But O'Connor refused to stop. The investigation uncovered the truth. Blackwood was not just a politician but the head of a vast criminal network. City construction projects were his business, and anyone who stood in his way simply disappeared. Edward Hale had been the next name on that list. Before his death, Hale had hidden a copy of the report in the basement of an old church. O'Connor and Clara recovered it together. The papers contained names, accounts, and signatures, everything needed to expose the truth. If published, the city would burn. The very next day, gunshots were fired at O'Connor's house. The message was clear: stay silent. But O'Connor knew that stopping now would mean killing Hale a second time. In 1892, the case finally went to court. The judge was a friend of Blackwood, and witnesses were fleeing in fear. Standing before the court, Clara Hale said, "My husband died because he refused to hide the truth." For the first time, the city listened in silence. Despite every obstacle, the report was published in the newspapers. Public pressure exploded. Blackwood was arrested. 3 contractors and 2 police officers were convicted. Blackwood went to prison, not for life, but he lost his power forever. The cost was heavy. O'Connor lost his job. Clara left the city. Justice was not complete, but it had begun.